Fear of losing proves one point more than anything else. You are obsessed with outcome. And the moment you obsess over outcome, your edge is already dead. Fear is what makes you hesitate on the clean setup. It's what makes you cut winners short. It's what makes you chase after a missed entry because you can't stand the idea of watching it run without you. Fear of losing means you are attached to the result. And attachment equals interference. Interference is the death of edge. Because edge, real edge, only expresses itself when you let it breathe through a full distribution. Here's the paradox no one wants to face. A good trade can lose. A bad trade can win. If I ask you right now to tell me about a good decision you recently made, your brain will search for a decision that had a positive outcome. That is natural. You link decision quality to outcome. Your brain is wired by evolution and conditioned by society to judge decisions by outcome. But as a trader, that association is fatal. A good outcome does not prove your decision was good. It proves you got lucky. You could hand your phone to a 1-year-old, the child could press a button, and price could move in your favor. Was that skill? No, that was obviously luck. If you use outcome as your feedback loop for decision quality, you've already confused luck with skill. A good decision can have a bad outcome. A bad decision can have a good outcome. Running a red light without crashing doesn't mean it was smart. It means you got away with it. Once. The signal you should trust is the process, not the scoreboard. And this is the deeper point. Your results are a lagging indicator. Yes, of course, in the end the numbers are supposed to be favorable. We trade for only one reason, to make money. But you don't get there by obsessing over P&L. You get there by forgetting about the scoreboard. You get there by trusting your process, by doing what you are supposed to do, with consistency, with discipline. Because over time the results will add up. It is not luck, it is math. It is the law of large numbers. It's statistical guarantee. Play your edge long enough, and it will pay for all its losses. That is how trading works. But your edge can't express itself if you keep interfering. When you hesitate and you don't act in the very moment that calls for it, or when you can't stand boredom and you force action where non-action was required. That's how fear kills you. Not in one loss, but in the 1,000 tiny ways you suffocate your own system. So let me ask you this. Would you rather lose 5 edges in a row or hesitate on one? If your first thought is, well, hesitating costs me nothing, but losing 5 edges puts me down 5%, you are still thinking about outcome. Losing 5 edges in a row can happen. That is variance. It's just distribution. It's the part you can't control. But hesitating once? That proves fear of losing. And the moment fear is in control, your edge is already dead. Here's the turning point. You stop asking, will this trade win? Or what if this loses? And you start asking only one thing. Is this trade valid? A trade is nothing more than a bet. And a bet is simply a decision about an uncertain future. Good bets lose all the time. Take them anyway. If your edge is present, that's simply the market offering you a good bet. And if you are a real trader, you are going to take it. Not because you need it to win, but because that's who you are. You think in probabilities and statistics. That's where confidence comes from. Not from trying to control outcomes, but from process, from acting in line with your rules, from thinking only in probabilities, not certainties. Whether the trade wins or loses, it's just the information you were waiting for to complete your journal. Freedom comes the moment you stop chasing outcomes and start finding victory in pure execution of your edge. Every time you execute your edge, you have already won, regardless of result. This was Satori Trades, and you've been listening to The Edge Within. Until next time, sit still, breathe deep, and trade from clarity.